How to Manage Your Money That You Already Have. Written by King Ari Dane and narrated by Vanderbeck. Chapter 1. Knowing Where You Stand. When you are trying to find your way, it is often better to get to higher ground. The elevated ground will offer you a good vantage point to figure your way to where you want to go. This analogy helps us understand that we need to know where we currently are, so that we know the direction we need to head in to reach our destination. For some of us, facing our financial situation can be a little unnerving and even frightening. This might also be true for you, given that you have come around to listen to this audiobook. When you bring your financial state to your awareness, your train of thought automatically takes you to think of ways you can improve your situation. When you start thinking of money, it is a tough task to stop thinking that lifestyle changes and significant sacrifices are your only way out. However, it does not matter how scary your financial position is, because the only way you can improve your circumstances is by confronting and thoroughly assessing them. The good news is that this chapter is all about teaching you how. Evaluating your financial position is a stepwise procedure. Before you face the calculated facts about the money you have, it's a Herculean task to develop the self-discipline and resolve that you require to implement your plan. We begin with a fact-finding exercise. You ask yourself some specific questions to write down a summary of your circumstances. The more the bad news you get as you move through this evaluation procedure, the more it alerts you to get committed to managing your money. In this way, the financial position evaluation process can serve as a measure of time and effort you need to invest in managing your money. As soon as you are done with the evaluation, the faster and more straightforward it'll be to better your finances. Let's start. Questions you need to ask yourself. When you need to find out your personal financial situation, who knows it better than you? But even though you are the only person with the most amount of information about your finances, you might not have the skills to gauge them accurately. This is why many people hire personal accountants, bookkeeping services, and whatnot just to manage their money. You can perfectly manage your money by yourself. You just need a little guidance, so you know the steps you need to take. Managing the money you already have has one central aspect: self-evaluation. The better you are at self-evaluation, the better your understanding of your money. Not taking much of your time to discuss theories or ideas, we'll move to the action part straight away. When you are answering the questions, some questions will be based on your opinion rather than facts and numbers. So, to answer these questions, you are advised to stay true to yourself and be optimistic. To answer these questions, you are required to research. Also, it needs introspection about your goals and what you value in life. This is why you need to be true to yourself. The process of answering these questions is going to be a blessing in disguise. By the time you will be able to respond to a question logically, you will have fresh insight into the situation and a new perspective. What are my sources of income? You probably know the total amount of money that you make in a year, or the amount of annual taxable income. You would even know how much you earn per hour from your day job. But are you aware of your monthly net income? You also need to identify the different sources of income for you. For example, your sources of income.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?